In today's Sharp Saturday video, we're going to take a look at another knife from Old Timer's Made in the USA Generation Series. This one is the Old Timer Middleman. Get a little close up of that. That's what's coming up next here on Survival on Purpose. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose. My name's Brian. Thanks for joining me for another Sharp Saturday video where it's Saturday and we take a look at something sharp. And as I said, today's something sharp is this Old Timer Middleman from their Generations line, which is their new Made in the USA line. So they're bringing some of their knives back to USA manufacturing. 1095 steel, just old school cool. I think that's a good deal. And we're going to take a closer look at this thing coming up right after this word from this video's sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by Hog Holsters, the concealed carry holster I carry every single day of my life. Hog holsters are made in the USA in Arizona, and they are without a doubt the most comfortable concealable holster I've ever tested. Once I found Hog, I just stopped looking. So you can save 10% on your order at Hog Holsters over 20 bucks by using the coupon code Survival on Purpose, all one word. That's hogholsters.com. Thanks to Hog Holsters for sponsoring today's video. So without any further ado, let's get down to the old stump top. Actually, it's the new stump top now, and we'll get to taking a closer look at this Old Timer Middleman OTG. You want to? Okay. Here is a little closer look at the Old Timer Middleman 34OTG, which stands for Old Timer Generations. And this is a really classic little small 3-bladed pocket knife. Features a 2.4-inch clip point blade, a 1.7-inch pin blade, and a 2-inch sheep's foot blade, which I think is all pretty cool. And then it features chestnut bone handles and nickel silver bolsters. Again, the steel in this thing is 1095. So this is not a bushcraft knife or a survival knife. It's just a classic pocket knife, kind of like your granddaddy used to have. So we're not gonna do any of that bushcraft stuff with it. We're gonna try to keep this brief, but we do need to do some standard testing. So I think it would be a good idea to do the internationally standard redneck sharp test. Oh, and it says, by the way, the little emblem in there says Old Timer, of course. So we'll start with the clip point blade. Again, 1095. Let's see if it passes the redneck sharp test. You want to? Am I in screen here? Oh my gosh, yes. I can feel it. I can feel it. Shaving. Okay. All right. That one passed. Let's close her up so we don't cut ourselves, and we'll try the 2-inch penknife blade. Oh my gosh, yes, it passes too. Look at it. Look at it shaving. Ooh, baby. Okay. That one passed. Now let's try the 2-inch. I'm sorry, it's a 1.7 penknife, and the 2-inch is the wipe some of that Earl off of there. Some of the sheep's foot blade. Let's try. Oh man, look at that one. Lord have mercy. Can you see that? That's the one right there because it's straight. Wow, look at that. Would you just look at all that hair there? Okay. So she passed that one with flying colors. All right, so like I said, this is not a bushcraft knife. We're not gonna do bushcraft stuff, but I do think it'd be a good idea at least to maybe try to carve some curls with it, because that's something. This is what I used to do, we used to call it just whittling, just taking a stick and carving it. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just good, clean fun. It helps get used to your control when you're a kid, and plus it's just a good way to pass the time. I mean, if Uncle Jed used to whittle, it can't be a bad idea, right? So we'll try that. This is the clip point blade, and it's doing a pretty good job there. All right, there's the clip point. Let's try the penknife blade. Keep things in order. Okay. And finally, we'll go with the sheep's foot. Okay, pretty good. Let's have a look at that. A little close up of that, because it is kind of pretty. So this one here, this first one was the clip point blade. This second one was the pin blade, and this one was the sheep's foot blade. And you can see they all did pretty good job. Now, let's try one more thing, which is a little crazy. Like I said, this is not a bushcraft knife, but you might have to use this thing in some sort of emergency. So I don't know if there's anywhere on here that'll strike a ferro rod, but we're about to find out. You want to? Let's just see. So I'm gonna try the back of it. And I'm not optimistic, to be honest with you. Well, something did. Might be burning my bone up there, but I think it's that very shoulder there. I think it's the part right here on the sheep's foot. So it definitely is a sheep's foot blade. So let's see if we can get some fire going here. You want to? Man, it's not doing a whole lot. I'm burning my bone up, but that's okay. Sometimes you just got to burn your bone. Okay, you know what? Let's try one more thing here. Let's take a piece of this old fat wood here. See if we can carve us off just a little bit of fat wood. Any excuse to use some fat wood, right? Oh, that smells so good. Okay. Now I got this little bit of fat wood here. We're going to see if this, because it shouldn't take very much spark to get this going. So let's just see what we can do now. Failure to fire. I don't think it's going to happen, man. Oh, wait, look at that. Would you look at it? Would you just look at it? Looky there, looky there, looky there, looky there. Woo! Sometimes you got to endeavor to persevere. Chuck Norris once shot an enemy plane down with his finger by yelling, bang. Okay, well, I got a little bit of skin barked off the knuckle here, and a little bit of bone marking there, but unbelievably, we were able to get a fire started with nothing but the Old Timer Middleman, made in the USA, and Exotac Fire Rod XL, made in the USA, and some good old fat wood, also made in the USA by God. So that is a pretty cool deal. So if you're looking for a really classic, old school pen knife, just like your grandpa used to carry, I like this. Like I said before, I'm really glad to see that Old Timer has kind of returned some of their classic designs, and straight as well, to being made in the USA. And I've heard some people say that they thought Bear & Sons factory might be making these. I don't know. All I know is I think whoever's making them is doing a really good job. 1095 steel. The edges have been good on almost all of them I've seen. I think one of them was a little substandard, but it's still pretty sharp. And just a really classic design. Real bone handles, real 1095 steel, and real American-made craftsmanship. So thanks again to the folks at Old Timer for sending me this so I can show it to you. And as always, thank you for watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival's not an accident, so be prepared. I'll see you next time.